Yeah, as big sort of as this movie was for me, we treated it, and it was a road picture. We had 1 or 2 days in different locations, and the characters keep moving, so the company had to keep moving. And so I like that it gave us this independent movie feel on sort of a larger studio budget. So it really kept the movie grounded and kept it based in reality.
Ready?
Ready.
Camera first. Ready? And camera. Action!
Hey, you can't go in it. Tom Morgan.
We've got kind of a fantastic premise at the center of this movie, so we've tried to make it as realistic as possible surrounding that. Anything that we didn't have to build, we didn't build.
Well, the Thomas Jefferson Building of the Library of Congress is really one of the architectural masterpieces in Washington, D.C., and it was meant to be a projection of American confidence at the beginning of the 20th century. You'll see wonderful statues and iconography and quotations, and the art and architecture around you here. It took 50 artists to do the murals that you see here, as well as the statues.
We're here at the Library of Congress because the climax of our film takes place in the Capitol building. And forever we needed a way to get Jerry, Shia's character, into the Capitol.
And action! Okay, so you can't go in.
Original drafts of the script had a kind of an unnamed office building somewhere in Washington, D.C., so we wanted to give it the ring of truth. So we found out about these great tunnels that exist in between the Library of Congress and the Capitol building. It's something that we had never heard about, and it's now Shia's way into the Capitol building. So getting a location like the Library of Congress is just, it's a dream, because we want it to feel as real as possible.
We like to say here that libraries are antidotes to fanaticism. That's what the Librarian of Congress said in 2005, because they're places where intellectual antagonists can come under the same roof, study books that contradict each other in many cases. And one of the things that's interesting about Eagle Eye, aside from the fact that it's about information overload and the networks that connect us all, is also about the danger of literalist readings of some of our foundational documents. Now, in the movie, of course, Jerry Shaw is racing to the Capitol to save the life of the president, and in order to do so, he learns of a tunnel connecting the Library of Congress and the U.S. Capitol. In reality, there is a tunnel, but it's only open to visitors beginning at the end of 2008. And this tunnel will connect with the Capitol Visitors Center, and it's the first time that Congress and the Library of Congress have been united since the library moved across the street in 1897.
Part of working with the military, and it actually only helped us, was to cast actual military officers in the film. And when you're in the scenes that are, taking place in the Pentagon or even in the field, it just brings a truthfulness that, as good an actor is, can never really be achieved, because they haven't. You can always look in someone's eyes and see what they've experienced, and that's what you get when you cast actual officers in your movie.
The thing that attracted me to the role of Secretary of Defense Jeffrey Callister is, to play a Secretary of Defense who bears the weight of the world in his eyes was very, very interesting to me. I was really, really fascinated in the idea of going to the Pentagon and meeting these men and women and really seeing what they do. I mean, really something that's great about being an actor is that we get to do things that people wouldn't normally get a chance to do. And the idea that I'm going to fly into the Pentagon on a Black Hawk helicopter and land in the front lawn and see that space and go into some of the places that civilians don't get to go really interests me.
You know something? You wonder why I'm an actor. This is one of the reasons. go. Here's my